Chairwoman Johnson, for holding this important hearing on maintaining United States leadership in science and technology. Science and technology are essential to America's national defense and economic security. Our nation's founders understood that science was fundamental to our nation's ability to prosper. Article 1 of the Constitution gave Congress the power to promote the progress of science. Americans are pioneers, and their spirit has always driven our support for science. In 1862, President Lincoln signed a land-grant bill to fund a system of industrial colleges, one in each state, that conduct valuable research. I'm a proud graduate of one of those land-grant institutions. He also signed the charter that created the National Academy of Science. The 1930s, 40s, and 50s saw exponential increases in our scientific capacities and the creation of the National Science Foundation, NASA, the Department of Energy, and the national laboratories. Basic research forms the foundation of discoveries that fuel private sector development and commercialization. It also provides a training ground for our nation's scientists, engineers, and other STEM workers. Companies across the country are desperate for workers with skills to fill 21st century jobs. The United States is the world's largest research and development investor. U.S. government and industry spent a combined $511 billion in 2016, generating over $860 billion for our nation's economy while supporting over 8 million jobs. The basic research our government supports is foundational to our economic success. It allows us to stay at the forefront of cybersecurity, medical treatments, agricultural production, and technology exports. Government-funded research is translated into technology that supports our lives on a daily basis. For example, government-supported research has given us a better understanding of the relationship between food production, water, energy, and making agriculture more productive. That benefits the farmers and ranchers in my home state of Oklahoma, of course, but it also improves our food supply and reduces consumer food prices. A gene editing technique that allows for precise interventions that revolutionize healthcare by treating genetic disorders and creating targeted cancer therapies. It also has the potential to improve our food supply by enhancing crop production and improving livestock health. Americans in every part of the country can access high-performing wireless networks thanks to the NSF-funded research which provided the basis for 4G wireless communications. And Mammoth Trading, an online market system to lease water rights, grew from NSF-funded research on groundwater pumping rights. Farmers now enjoy better risk management tools, lower costs for water reallocation, and increased productivity and improved water sustainability. I can go on, but I think it's clear that America's technology supremacy is a pillar of our economy. Unfortunately, our dominance is under threat. China is narrowing the gap and may surpass the United States in total R&D spending this year. I believe the federal government has a responsibility to prioritize basic research and development, and this is not an easy task as we face enormous budget challenges, but it can be done. On a bipartisan basis this year, Congress supported $151.5 billion in fiscal year 2019 for federal R&D, a 6% increase and the highest point ever in inflation-adjusted dollars. As the ranking member of the House Science, Space, and Technology Committee, I'm committed to working with Chairwoman Johnson and the appropriators to continue to meet this challenge. To achieve this, however, I believe we need to collectively do a better job of explaining why science matters to all Americans. We need to break down the barrier between the ivory tower of academia, the hallways of Silicon Valley, and the main street of Cheyenne, Oklahoma. My family has lived and farmed in Oklahoma for 100 years. When I look out my front porch, I can see a living laboratory of what science has done to improve American life. From the disease-resistant wheat that grows on my farm, to the vaccines that keep our cattle healthy, to the wind turbines on the horizon that provide a third of the state's electricity. These are real, tangible ways that science and technology have made our lives better. And it would not have happened without the long-standing government, academic, and industry research ecosystem that is the envy of the world. I look forward to hearing from our distinguished panel of witnesses about how we can work together to meet this challenge and to ensure that America continues to lead technological advancement. And with that,